Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mondale Baker, and thanks again for tuning in to my channel. All right, so I want to go over 4 mistakes as a beginner that I made that can teach you to avoid. All right, now believe it or not, I've been training for almost 20 years, but I've always worked out in the past. Always, I didn't quite know what I was doing, and it wasn't consistent. I probably work out for this week, wait 2, 3 weeks, work out, and I was like maybe 12 or 13 years old. But as I got older, I started understanding the benefits, but I still didn't quite understand the science behind it. So I want to take you guys through 4 things what to avoid that didn't benefit me at all. All right. Number 1, working out really hard. I'm talking about like maybe a couple hours. That's before I was like more depth into the science on what stimulation was. Working out all those hours really hard just to eat like trash when I got home. Man, only if I knew the package deal behind good nutrition and also tearing the muscle fiber. I ate like trash. Really, I did. And I would tell myself, well, I'm not that heavy, or the calories that I burnt, I can just make up for it. But I didn't really know what I was talking about, because you have to realize, have you ever looked at the calories of a honey bun or a Snicker bar? Sometimes it's in between 300 to 400 calories, right? Sometimes more, based on the king size or not. You know how long it take to burn 500 calories? So when you really look at calories and really what the body normally burn doing certain kind of exercise and physical activity, you're like, man, what was I thinking? So really just eating like trash right after an amazing couple hours of workout. Totally regret it, but at the same time, without going through that, I would have never known the benefits. And I know I would have eliminated a lot of wasted time in the gym. All right, number 2, following the trend. And that's why I preach so hard about mastering your own body weight. I was so stuck on adding weight to my body. Now, when I say you want to create good foundation, I know plenty of friends right now that can bench press 405. They're in the 400 club. See, but they can barely do 20 push-ups. To me, now that I'm deep in science and I'm really understanding what really works and what's beneficial to health, that doesn't even make sense. They can bench press 405 pounds, but they can barely do 20 push-ups. How is that? And they only weigh 190, 200 pounds. How is that even possible? And doing push-ups, you're only lifting about 70, 80% of your body. How is that even possible? To me, that's backwards, right? So really mastering my own body weight. I was always quick to pick up some dumbbells and get up on the bench and squat a whole lot of weight. But my body weight squat was terrible. My bench press and my hand placements was terrible, right? So I really regret that. That was one huge mistake that I made, which is not mastering my own body weight and being quick to add weight to my body. Now I always teach my clients and whatnot that if you can master your own body weight, which is a great foundation, when you add weight, you'd be amazed how well the execution be. 3, form to failure. Yeah, form to failure. And this is what I mean. You know, like when you repping out a set, whether it's whatever it may be, and I didn't quite understand what form was. I didn't even know what isolated muscle contraction was. So if I was doing chest, all I knew I was doing was just pushing the weight. I didn't really understand which muscle was the prime mover or which muscle was the secondary mover. I was just pushing the weight. So that has a lot to do with form. And then failure, meaning that when it started to burn, I kind of put the weight up. Now, I did challenge myself a little bit, but I never truly went to failure, like maxed out. And I think that it's very important that each individual should understand what failure looks like. You need to know what it's like to shock your central nervous system, right? Again, like I tell people, what is growth? Being uncomfortable. I'm not talking about being uncomfortable for like 3 seconds. No, really putting yourself in an uncomfortable position and you're being in control of it, meaning you can easily say, I'm not going to do another 5, but you're forcing your brain to tell your body and muscles to work for another 5. I think everybody should experience that failure. And last, number 4, chasing reps. I'm guilty of it. That's why I preach against it to this day, to the point to where if I would tell myself I want to do 12 reps. So if I know I was going for a certain amount of weight and it got tough around rep 4, and I know I had 8 more reps to get to 12, I would kind of cheat my reps for like 6 reps just so I had enough in the tank to finish 12. Doesn't even make sense. Again, somebody told me that a good 5 is better than a bad 10 any day. And I got to the point to where I was learning that true execution really had nothing to do with just reps, but 100% of stimulation. See, muscles don't really care about how many reps you're doing, but it does care about and respond to amazing stimulation. So I've learned that a lot of times if I get stuck at 6, I'm just stuck at 6. I don't need to get to 10 or 12. And I had to get out of that mindset. So really just chasing reps and not understanding what true stimulation was. Understand, if you have to cheat reps to get to a certain amount of reps, then you might want to reevaluate that. It really ain't that serious. How beneficial can it be in your overall health? Listen, I hope this was a help to somebody, and make sure you don't make those same mistakes that I made. Because I mean, it's just a bunch of wasted time. It's junk volume and all of the above. Make sure you get into the gym. You know what you're going for. Execute. You get your results, and then you will really thank yourself and your body. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like this video, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like the next video. Help your boy get caught up in the algorithm. Okay, how do we do that? Hey, listen, give me your thoughts. What's the next video you want to see? Challenging video you want to see? And all of the above. But until the next video, listen, stay sharp, keep grinding. Peace out.